everyone, Miss Ashby here. For today's lesson, we are going to do a gratitude scavenger hunt. So for this lesson, this is going to cover some social emotional learning standards from the Washington State Early Learning Developmental Guidelines for self-management, social behaviors, and knowledge. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make a list of things that we will find in our homes, in our classroom, outside. So at the end of this, the student will be able to ask questions and get clarification on the information that is presented. They will be able to apply this new information and the words that they will learn to future interactions and activities, and the student will be able to think of different ways of solving emotional problems. So we're going to talk about a lot of things, a lot of our feelings, and a lot of things that we appreciate. So we are going to also be able to work on attention and focus and mindfulness. So what we're going to need is we are going to need, I always have pencil boxes. If you don't, any kind of marker, crayon, any writing utensil, and any type of paper. I like lined paper, but I know sometimes white paper is just more convenient. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a list of things that we're going to find for our gratitude scavenger hunt. So I have a set of questions that you can find below the video that are examples of questions for the gratitude scavenger hunt. And so what I like to do with the children is get my piece of paper out, have them pick out markers, whichever. I just use black on my paper this time, and I go and I write all the questions. I have a set of questions, and then I also leave room for them to come up with their own ideas of what we're going to find. So some of the examples of things that we're going to do are find something that tastes good. So you're going to ask them to make a list, and then we're going to say, okay, it's time for the scavenger hunt. And you're going to ask them to find something that tastes good. So they're going to get up, they're going to go around the house or go around the classroom or go outside and find something that they think tastes good. So in this situation, I have a pretend taco. So I have a pretend taco, or maybe they're eating dinner, or maybe their mom is preparing cookies or something. Who knows? And they can grab one of those and say, oh, this is something that tastes good to me. And this is an opportunity to have them explain to you why they think it tastes good, what type of food or what type of item it is. And sometimes, like in a taco, this is cultural. This is, some family households may have something else. They may have hummus and flatbread. They may have fry bread. It just depends on the household, and it's something that tastes good to them. Another thing doesn't even have to be an item. You can ask them questions like, name a place that you like to go. And they can just sit and think for a second. They say, oh, I like to go to my grandma's house. And in that sense, you can say, well, why do you like to go to your grandma's house? Or what do you and your grandma like to do together? Or they can say, I like to go to the ice cream shop. And then you can open up the conversation from there. Oh, I like to go to the ice cream shop because I like vanilla ice cream with strawberries. However, you go down the list and you check them off once they show you or once they explain their answers. So some of the other examples of questions or scavenger hunt items are find something outside the house that you like, or find something outside you like, and that could be something large, something small. Maybe there's a bird's nest in a tree, and you can discuss how birds fly and how they form nests for their homes and lay eggs. It could even be a swing set, or maybe their bicycle, something outside, and that just opens the door to talk about so many nature, so much about nature, and so much scientific talk. You can also ask them to name an activity that they love to do. In my household, my daughter, she loves playing board games. So we have, Life, Jumbo Jenga, all those things are our daughter's favorite things to do. And at that time, you can say, oh, after this scavenger hunt, why don't we go and play, Life together? Or why do you like playing Life so much? Or why do you like to play or do a certain activity so much? Maybe they love soccer, and you can, really get to know the child on a more personal level. It kind of figure out how that makes them feel. The goal is to help them build empathy and help them understand how they are feeling. So there's lots of questions. I have a list of questions, like I said, that you guys can use, and they go over all types of things, like name 3 people you are thankful for, and then you can explain what showing gratitude to somebody is. So this is when the vocabulary comes in. So being thankful for 3 people. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for my daughter. I'm thankful for my mom. Well, why are you thankful for those people? And we can help them explain that. And that is when we get into our, I always like to list vocabulary questions and questions on pieces of paper too. So for vocabulary, I have gratitude. And gratitude means being thankful, how it makes you have warm feelings inside, how it makes you feel good about something. And then also, what if they don't know what a scavenger hunt really is? So in order to explain that, you need to tell them that it's a game. It's like being a hunter. It's about gathering items and having fun. So this is where that vocabulary will come in, and for you to help them learn new words, new, more complex words. Another word would be appreciation. And it's a feeling of admiration, about feeling good about someone helping you. That goes back to the naming the 3 people. Why do you appreciate your grandma? What does she do for you? Why do you appreciate your friends at school? And it just helps them understand their feelings. Like, does it make you feel good when somebody needs you or wants you? It makes them feel appreciated, and it kind of helps them. Everybody needs to feel good about themselves, and they need others to support them in that. And this is the perfect age for 3 to 5-year-olds. We need to help them build empathy, and we need to help them build a self-identity. It's very, very important for their self-confidence later in life. And this is another area where I kind of turn and create more of the deeper conversation, is where I also discuss, especially around Christmas time right now, we want to discuss the differences between needing something and wanting something. So everybody at our school right now is giving to a charity foundation, and we are helping a family in need. And I have discussed how needs are shelter, water, food, and love. Those are very important things that everybody needs to survive, that everybody needs to feel good about themselves and just to have their basic needs met. And that's different from wanting something, from having gratitude. You need to appreciate all these things. But wants are different than needs. And wants are having toys, having candy, having cookies, having TV. Those things are not always necessary, and they need to be grateful that those are in their lives. And that's just a good time to say, hey, what are things that we really, really need to survive, and what are things that we really just want and are good and we're lucky to have? And that kind of builds onto that scavenger hunt and how we talk about, oh, grab this item that you love the most. What's this item that you love the most? And this is when you can ask questions like, how does those particular things make you feel? Like when somebody doesn't have a home, how does that make you feel? And you're really cutting into that empathetic feeling, that feeling of empathy towards others. We all need to have that, so that way we are more giving, more loving towards others, and we appreciate what we do have. You can also ask them, how do you show kindness to others? What's something that you can do to show kindness to someone? And that's when they can express how they, can hug a friend, how they can give to others that need something. They can donate their toys. It's just a really great way to open them up to helping others. And this is very diverse. So because the questions are so open, any household can contribute and can be part of this. They can give, there's different food items, there's different things that people appreciate, there's different levels of relationships within a household. So every child's going to be different. And we need to make sure that they feel appreciated and that we understand that they are learning. And if they have a question about something, I'm like, I really need a TV. And we'll have to just explain to them like, well, TV is a luxury. And same with having a phone and YouTube. Those are luxuries and we appreciate them and we're grateful for them. But some people don't have those, and just kind of open up their feelings and just kind of create a more well-rounded, child. As for, having questions and making sure that things are developmentally appropriate, we just want to make sure that they learn about these emotions and that they are able to connect and have symbolic references to certain things like, oh, I really love Chicka because Chicka was part of my childhood, and she really makes me feel silly when I'm singing the days of the week. Or maybe their mom or dad is really into gardening, and they know that their mom loves plants, and this is a great time to talk to them about reading books and doing all that stuff. So you can really open this conversation up and have it be as short or as long or however you like, as long as you are engaging in conversation and making sure that the child is understanding ways to show kindness and ways to be grateful. So hopefully everyone has fun playing the gratitude scavenger hunt. It is linked below, and I hope that you guys come back for some more learning. Bye.